These are the best-selling true wireless earbuds on Amazon with over 40,000 reviews and a 4.5-star rating. But at just £25 or $30, are they actually any good? Can they really deliver a solid performance at such a low price point? How do they compare against other affordable options out there? Well, stay tuned because we're going to be finding out all the answers to all of those questions right now. Don't forget to check the affiliate links in the description below for the latest prices. I bought these with my own money. They weren't that expensive, but whether I buy a product myself or receive them gifted, rest assured that you can expect the exact same brutally honest opinion as always from me. So let's waste no more time, let's get into it. Hey guys, it's Mark here and I'm back to review some more affordable tech in my quest to sort out the god tier from the garbage and hopefully save you some hard-earned money in the process. Today we're looking at the Tozo T10 True Wireless Earbuds, the best-selling True Wireless Earbuds on Amazon. Okay, in round one, I'm going to rate the T10s purely on build quality and design, with a few of my first impressions thrown in from the unboxing too. Let's just run through some of the features you're getting here first of all. For starters, you've got Bluetooth 5.0, an IPX8 waterproof rating, wireless charging, and the ability to use either earbud independently. It's not a particularly long list of features, but for $30, I will definitely take that, thank you very much. Especially wireless charging, which is something you actually don't really see unless you're willing to spend $70 and upwards. It's hard not to be instantly hit by the sheer size of that case. It's probably one of the most cumbersome, bulky cases I've ever seen, and certainly not pocket friendly by any means at all. But despite its all plastic build, it doesn't feel bad quality. It actually feels incredibly solid and durable, which is not what I expected at this price point. Fortunately, the earbuds themselves aren't half as bulky as the case is and are actually pretty light and compact by comparison. While still continuing the plastic theme, they do have a nice rubberized finish on the underside of each earbud and a nice matte finish on the button controls at least. There's also small status LEDs on each earbud too, and they're clearly labelled which is left and right, which is especially handy when they look nearly identical in shape. That's an instant 7 out of 10 from me for build quality and design. It would have been a little bit more if it wasn't so bulky, but at this price point, it was way above my expectations. It would also be less if these were more expensive, so value for money has definitely been factored into that score as well, as it probably will be somewhat for every round in this video. In round two, we're looking at battery life, and despite that larger than life charging case, where you might think, oh, the battery life's going to be really good, we're actually only promised 4 hours of playback in a single sitting and 14 hours with the charging case factored in. That's pretty power inefficient when you consider that a pair of $50 true wireless earbuds that I've reviewed recently, like the Sound Liberty 79s or Life P2s, can deliver 7 to 8 hours in a single sitting and up to 40 hours playback with the charging case. So that's a 5 out of 10 for battery life, as it's lower than average, and that's likely because the new 2020 generation of affordable true wireless earbuds have had such substantial upgrades in longevity. In round three, I'm going to rate the T10s based on how securely they fit, as well as comfort and any signs of ear fatigue. If you do have kind of more medium-sized ears like I feel I do, or smaller, you are going to struggle to get a really secure fit. So I can't really recommend these overly for working out and really exercise full stop at all. Unfortunately for us, the ear tips are actually quite far away from the main body of each earbud, meaning they do sit out of your ear more than you would like. That means the weight of each earbud is mostly on the outside of your ear, where it receives zero support, meaning it's totally down to the ear tips to keep the buds secure. So that's going to be a 6 out of 10 for fit and comfort. If you have larger ears, I think you'll probably find that these are a little more secure and they'll probably be more comfortable too. But for me, they do stay in. If I don't disturb them, I won't find them falling out, but any excessive movement or exercise will see them leave my ears to go off on a magical journey pretty quickly. Straight to the floor. It's time for round 4, where I'm going to be testing the microphone quality of the T10s to let you guys know exactly how reliable they'll be or not for phone calls. So here goes. So here is a microphone test of the Tozo T10s. What do you think? I think it's actually surprisingly clear, definitely on par with some of the other more affordable options, which are around $50, almost double the price. But how does it fare when we introduce background noise? Well, it's coming in 3, 2, 1. What do you think about the microphone quality now? Is it still good? Can you still hear my voice? First and foremost, over all of that background noise, let me know what you think in the comments below. In my opinion, the T10 still managed to maintain focus on my voice, even though you could hear the background noise a decent amount. So I'm going to give that a 7 out of 10 for microphone quality. It'll do the job just fine. Pretty damn good when it comes to background noise. And of course, given the price, I wasn't expecting a lot, so I'm pretty happy with what we got here. In round 5, I'm going to rate the T10s in terms of functionality and usability. So that's going to be audio-visual lag, Bluetooth connection, and button controls. And that's about it. First up is audio-visual lag, and when watching YouTube, Netflix, or gaming, you will be able to notice a little bit of audio-visual lag, but it is actually pretty minor and quite easy to tune out after a minute or so. Bluetooth connection is decent, but not as strong as I would like to see. Whilst the T10s have decent range and no random disconnects, the bad news here is that I can make the Bluetooth connection drop in the left earbud simply by cupping my hands over both earbuds, which isn't a great sign. That being said, when I don't do that, I haven't had any problems so far, and they pair pretty fast after you take them out of the case. With no touch controls, we're left with button controls, which is more than acceptable at this price point, but sadly, the button controls aren't particularly responsive to a light click, meaning you have to really properly support each earbud before even attempting a button click. Otherwise, you do just end up jamming each earbud into your ears, which is pretty unpleasant, as I'm sure you know by now. There doesn't seem to be any way of controlling volume using the buttons either, so that's a little disappointing, but again, not totally uncommon with cheaper earbuds like the Life P2s I reviewed recently. What saves the T10s here, however, is wireless charging. Simply pop it on any Qi-enabled wireless charger and it'll instantly start charging up, meaning hooray, I don't have to hunt for a micro USB charging cable, which I don't really have anymore, or keep opening and closing that stupid rubber flap on the back of the case over and over again until it eventually breaks. Overall, that equates to a 7 out of 10 for functionality and usability. I have to be honest here, if they weren't so cheap, it would have been downgraded to a 6 out of 10 for those kind of uncomfortable button controls. But to have wireless charging at this price point is crazy, and let's be real, I'm not really expecting much in terms of functionality for $30 anyway. I will keep you guys updated on the Bluetooth connection and whether it becomes an issue, so keep an eye on my Instagram story and I'll let you guys know if things change or not. The 6th round is the most important of all, sound quality, and this is where things get really interesting. I can't quite believe I'm about to say this when you consider how much the T10s cost, but the sound quality they deliver is genuinely awesome. The sound signature is undoubtedly bass boosted, but fortunately not at the expense of highs. Well-balanced tracks shine on the T10s with warm bass, crisp vocals, and highs that manage to paint a wide spectrum of sound. As I said, highs refrain from sounding overly harsh or quiet, and mids don't get lost in the mix against that ever-present bass. But throw on a bass-heavy track and you'll soon realise just how punchy that bass can really get, yet without ever sounding boomy or muddy at any point. And even with the heavy bass in the soundscape, you'll be pleased to hear that those mids and highs still maintain clarity and volume at the same time. Unfortunately, soundstage is lacking with a lack of separation between instruments and vocals when there's a lot of layers of instrumentation in play, but I could say the same for a lot of $50 earbuds there too. Overall, that's got to be a very unexpected 7 out of 10 for sound quality. I kind of wanted to give them an 8 because the sound quality you're getting for the money here is just plain stupid, but I held off on that purely because it would be a little bit disrespectful to all the 8 out of 10s I've given to more expensive true wireless earbuds so far, which will clearly sound better. Overall, the Tozo T10 scored a 36 out of 60. That's a 6.5 out of 10. Maybe not the most attractive score, but seriously impressive for the price. The pros here are sick sound quality and insanely low price, wireless charging, a decent microphone quality, and I guess the cons would be a bulky case, pretty poor fit, poor button controls, and below average battery life. But I still think that's more than forgivable considering the sound quality and the price combined. If you absolutely have no more than 30 bucks and won't anytime soon, the T10s will happily deliver sound quality worthy of earbuds more than twice their price, and you'll be happy with them. I can definitely see why they're the best sellers on Amazon, and the T10s really do give cheap true wireless earbuds a good name. However, if you do have 20 bucks more, you might be better off checking out the insanely compact Sound Liberty 79s by Taotronics. You can find my review of them by clicking here, which are tied with the T10s on sound quality but a lot more compact. Or you can check out the Anker Soundcore Live P2s here, which I mentioned a lot. They're $50 and the sound quality just blows both of these away. So pick one of those and I'll see you in the next video.